Welcome to day 3 of getting my boat ready for the Bahamas. So this will be the 3rd day in a row that I'm uploading a video straight onto the YouTubes. And as a result, there's not always gonna be something like super fantastical to be able to film. Coming up this weekend, I'm gonna be painting at the top of my mast while the mast is vertical and be doing all kinds of really cool stuff. Also, tomorrow is gonna be some really neat dinghy modifications that I'm doing. So it is gonna get a little bit more interesting. I really appreciate those of you that are following along on the vlog style content. I think it's gonna take the YouTube algorithm a little while to figure out what I'm doing, as it's a little bit of a departure from the How the Pros Do It Sunday. So guys, please make sure to tune in and understand that there is the content that I am making that is about me fumbling through boat life. That's these vlogs, that's the new to boat life, that's me getting ready for the Bahamas. And then there's the content that is built around How the Pros Do It Sunday, and that's where we get to see this high level stuff, best in class gear, tech, installations, and how-tos. So you'll get both sides in this channel. But for today I had a huge change that just kind of hit me whenever I saw my multifunction display finally get finished being installed. And it really made me think about my divorce and where I'm at in life and how different things turned out for me to this point than the way I thought it was going to be over the 8 years that I was getting ready to live out the dream of moving onto a boat and to go sailing. And yes, it turned out very, very differently. I'm gonna get into that and a little story about this small little Raymarine display. Thank you for watching. Let's not delay and hear about this plotter situation. Basically, this was a project that got done just before I started this series, and there's really something important that I wanted to be able to touch on concerning it. I took this off earlier, that hole right there. So I have a depth gauge that Scotty Yachty from the Yacht Rigger came and helped me hook up, and it was this guy. And I ran all the wires and everything. He came in and just made a little backbone and got power to it. But I need to go to the Yacht Rigger and cut a plate for that to get that part installed. And yeah, so let's go over there and see if I can not get in their way and grab a little piece of starboard. So this is what I'm pulling off. I have like a carpentry kind of background. So I look at this bracket and I think, how do I make an insert for this that will hold this, right? So this new display has to mount inside of here. $5:30 in the morning now, or maybe 4:45, something like that. And I got the job done. Not the pretty part, but instead of cutting a bracket to go into the middle of this, I mean a face to go in the middle of this for the gauge, I ended up just going with cutting something that goes on the very outside of it. So this is where I got the Yacht Rigger involved to just throw a little chamfer on this edge for me super quick. This is Nick, the cabinet master craftsman over at the Yacht Rigger. And I mean, it took him all of like 10 seconds to make this, but look at what this dude is capable of. And now it is installed. So here's how it came out. Where these little caps right here, where the screws go into the aluminum vertical structure here in my cockpit, and then I just get these at Home Depot, and it lets me run a screw inside of it and then pop these little caps on top of it. That seems to work well. This is all chamfered really nicely on the sides. You know, it's a very clean look, I think, and I think it came out really well. And here she is. There was a time in my life when I was married, and in this channel, it chronologues the fact that I got divorced, lost my house, lost my dog, moved onto a boat, and you know, here I am. And then as I went through all of that, at the time that I was married, we were going to do a catamaran, and I had fanciful thoughts in my mind of having like 6 of these displays in a line, underneath or above a big multifunction chart plotter, on top of maybe having a secondary chart plotter down in the galley, maybe even a third chart plotter inside the cabin, and all these fancy kind of things. And life did not work out that way for me. Instead, I have one multi-little display here, and I have 0 plotters, and this unit doesn't even show me the wind because it can do it, and I have the anemometer, but I need to run up the mast to do it, and I've still never gone up the mast on Nomad. So here's what's interesting, and here's what my point is for this video. The point is that it's easy to fall into consumerism and feeling like we got to have all of these bells and all of these whistles, and we got to go really big. Really quick editorial note here. If you've got the money and you want to go big for your sailing adventures, for your cruising dreams, absolutely go big. Get the toys, ride the wave. No problem with that. I'm not being anti-consumer here. The point I'm trying to land is that we don't have to have those things to go, but to work with where you are, to take the steps based on today. And if that means going small to go now, then I'm just encouraging people to get out there and go live their dreams. If your dream is to be on a boat, to be doing things, to have a YouTube channel, or working off your boat, or be in retirement on your boat, don't let fear drive you, and don't buy into the idea that you have to have tons of systems and tons of money. Just go now. For me, I've only taken the step of going in the sense of being out of the house, finding the boat, moving into the boat. I haven't even got off the dock, so I'm speaking to myself here as well. We'll see how this goes for me ultimately, but that's really what I'm trying to communicate here. At whatever level of the game you're at, go out and live your dreams, because life is short. That was definitely the case for me. And I can tell you that being reduced down to such a degree that I just have this one simple little thing, it causes the things that you do have to be just that much more meaningful. And I am so excited because this is the very first thing that I've ever put on Nomad. That is, I love electronics, as you can see by a lot of my electronics inside the boat on Nomad, but this is my first sailing electronic thing to have on the boat, and it's a really big deal. I'm able to see my depth, my speed on here. I still haven't left the dock since I got this, installed, or since, the yacht rigger helped me put it in. So I haven't even been out in open water to use it yet, but the fact that I can turn it on and I can see it and that it's working as well as it is, it's a big deal. Sorry, and these daily videos are sometimes, they're going to be more interesting sometimes, but I did just want to share this, and I hope that that's valuable for some people out there as a message. At the end of my videos, I do share a little quick thing that's not necessarily sailing related about the personal challenges that I give myself. The challenge today is to continue on in my reading, and I'm going to highlight that for a second and wrap this up. I'm going to make this short and sweet and just simply say that I have decided to stop scrolling so much. I still do YouTube because I really love YouTube and I learn a lot from it. But as far as like Instagram goes and some of these other feeds where you're just stuck in that infinite scroll, I decided to stop and do something that I haven't really done in a long time, and that is to read. So that's what I'm doing. It's a challenge to myself to read a little bit more, mostly every single day, to at least read every day, but ideally to build my reading stamina. And because I have been doing that for the last about a month now, it's been absolutely life-changing. I'm not going to ramble on this. I'll definitely harp on this in other future videos, but I just wanted to encourage people out there to get into it, to read deeply, to read widely, to challenge yourself with it. And reading is a lot like going to the gym. If you haven't done it in a long time, it sucks and it's really hard and you're not going to have any stamina and it's not going to feel very fun to do. But just like if you stick with it in the gym, it gives phenomenal results over time. I believe the same thing is true of reading. It's hard, but if you stick with it, it will pay dividends, especially in such a distracted world. If you've made it this far, please consider subscribing if you're vibing, and I'll see you guys tomorrow. Take care, y'all.